Hi, I'm Kathy Love with the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture Cooperative Extension Service, and I'm back today to talk about freezing. We've been doing a series of videos on freezing. The first video was on freezing vegetables and particularly blanching. The second one was on containers to use when freezing. And today I'd like to talk about probably one of my most favorite methods, and that's tray freezing. Tray freezing is easy and it makes it convenient to access your frozen food. In tray freezing, the food is frozen in individual pieces so that you can just unzip or unscrew your freezer container, take out what you need, and then close it back up and put it back in the freezer. I use this for fruits and vegetables and also meats, especially when I buy big packages of meat. I can freeze the individual cuts of meat and I can just take out what I need, what I want to cook. So in order to tray freeze, you need a tray. I'm using a jelly roll pan. You can use a cookie sheet. You can use any flat pan that you have. I've also lined mine with wax paper, and that's just for a little bit of convenience. You also need to prepare your fruits or vegetables. That would mean washing them, if they're vegetables, blanching them, and then draining them really well. The one exception to that rule would be blueberries, and blueberries you should not wash before you freeze them because it can cause them to become tough. So you can just use your blueberries directly from the carton, and that's what I'm using today. I am just going to open my blueberries and spread them out. It won't be long, we'll be able to pick our own fresh blueberries here in Arkansas, and I'm looking forward to that. So spread your produce out in a single layer, and they're ready to go in your freezer. So I am going to set a timer for an hour. These blueberries should be frozen in an hour. You don't want to leave your product in the freezer unprotected like this for any longer than it takes to freeze it. So I'm taking these out to my deep freeze and I'll be back. All right, my hour is up. My blueberries are pretty frozen and solid, so we're ready to put them into a freezing container. Today I'm going to use a canning jar. Remember, you don't want to use regular glass jars in the freezer. I'm going to use a canning funnel to help me get my blueberries in there. And I'm going to use my wax paper to also help here. I could also use a freezer storage bag. Whoop, lost a couple. Or a plastic freezer container. I'll catch those later. Oh, a little more than my jar can hold. We may just eat those. I will use a regular flat and screw lid. I'll label this, and it's ready to go back in the freezer as quickly as possible. I can hardly wait to use these in blueberry pancakes or just to sprinkle on top of my cereal. Thank you for joining me today. If you have questions, you can always call or email me at the Benton County Extension Office. Or for more specific information, also you can go to the National Center for Home Food Preservation website, and that information will be at the end of this video.